One of the most useful things you can learn when it comes to CSS is how to fix problems that happen in your CSS. So let's say, accidentally I'm working on my page 2 and for some reason I'm all the way down here and I do an H1 and the color here is orange. And then when I'm looking at my pages, they're orange, but I don't remember writing that, and I'm looking over here and I don't see anything that's making my H1 actually be orange, and you're trying to figure out what's happening. And when you're looking through your file and you're scrolling up and down, it can sometimes be hard to find what you're looking for. And the best thing to do is, if you run into any problem and something isn't working, is go to your browser instead of going to your code and right click and choose Inspect. And when you do that, it's going to open up this new menu. It might not be on the side, it might be on the bottom, it might be somewhere else, and if you're using a different browser, it might look a little bit different. This is Chrome's version. You might have Firefox's looks a little bit different, Safari's looks a little bit different, but they all have very similar features, just sometimes things are in slightly different places. And when you do that, if I come and I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, just Control plus on there to make it bigger. Mac would be a Command plus. And I can look, and first of all, you can highlight the different things that are on your page, and which can be handy. And I can go into this section and I can look around and poke around and see the different things that are in here. So they can be just useful for visualization of different things that are on the page. But the important thing I want to look at right now is if I want to find out why this is orange. And I'm going to grab this little icon thing that's right here. I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to click on my H1 directly. And it's going to show me all the CSS that's being applied to there. And I can see here that I have the color orange. And I go, oh, I never remember doing that. Oh, and look, that's on my style.css on line 32. So we can go and take a look there. You scroll down, we have line numbers on, we have line 32. I can find that selector, and then I can remove it. So nice and easy. The other thing that could happen though is maybe you have another color. So say my H2 has that color. And then down here we have another H2, which is saying color is green. And once again, the wrong color is being applied. So when I come and take a look at my site now, we fixed that orange color. But now I have this other problem with this being green. So I grab the little thing here and I click on what I'm doing. And I'm going to see, oh, on line 32, I have that color of green coming in. But then I can also see this other rule where I had that orange color that I wanted, and it's being crossed off. And they always show things in the opposite order here a little bit. The winning thing will be on the top within the DevTools here. And so I can see the color is green, and I did have an orange color, but it's being overwritten by this because of the order of things. So this was on line 19, this one's on line 32, the thing that comes after is winning, so this one gets crossed off, and this one here is working. So then I go, oh, awesome, I can delete that and fix it. The other thing that the DevTools are really good at, which VS Code will help because it highlights when you make typos, but I promise you're going to make a typo at one point or do something a little bit silly, and you're just not going to be able to see it. Because when you're writing lots of code, you make some weird little thing along the way, and for whatever reason, you just can't pick up on it. You go into your DevTools, you go and take a look. We got to refresh the page first. I go and take a look, and not only is it being crossed off this time, but there's this big exclamation point coming on the side. And that exclamation point is, if I hover on top of it, it says unknown property name. So it's telling me that this is usually, it could be a typo with the value, or it could be a typo with the property, but you will get this big exclamation point. That means there's a typo or there's a problem going on, rather than something that's just being overwritten. And DevTools are your best friend. You're going to spend a lot of time in your DevTools. So I would actually suggest practice getting used to them, clicking on things, looking at the CSS. The other thing in here is I talked about user agent style sheets. You can actually see the user agent styles on things. You can see that things are being inherited and the different properties that are inherited or that are coming through from other places. And so you can see the values that are being inherited. It's saying from the body, it's getting all of these values for my paragraph. And yeah, DevTools are awesome. Definitely click around, play around with them a little bit just to get used to being in there and trying to find things and poking around, and they're a godsend. When I first started, we didn't have them, and they just make life so much easier these days to find mistakes and find problems and to debug things and to try things. And really quickly, another thing you can do is you can even turn things on and off to see the change that that's making. So I can actually see, we talked about it before, the user agent styles are the default styles. So if I don't have a font size, it's using this 1.5 M unit right there for the default. But as soon as I put on my own selector with my own font size, it takes off that user agent style and it applies the font size I'm putting on there. So a lot of really useful things that you can get out of your dev tools. Poke around, play around with them a little bit, and once you're done with that, I'll see you in the next lesson.